just make a chart like this, okay? Listen, repeat, प्रैक्टिस का माइंडसेट सही नहीं है तो आप इंग्लिश नहीं सीख सकते. यू कैन नॉट लर्न इंग्लिश इफ योर माइंडसेट इज नॉट द सेम वे इट डिजर्व्स. कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होता है तो नो मैटर हु इज देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, यू वोंट बी एबल टू स्पीक. तो आई कैन नॉट टॉलरेट योर बिहेवियर. द सेम वे आई कैन ऑल्सो से दैट आई कैन नॉट पुट अप विद योर बिहेवियर एनी मोर. सो दिस पुट अप विद, दिस इज अ फ्रेजल वर्ब एंड दिस इज हाउ यू स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग इन idiomatic way. You are supposed to speak something different from others, and different doesn't mean that you are speaking an English, you are speaking a language that no one is able to understand. This is not a good behavior. How to improve English, how to become fluent at it, how to not to commit mistakes while speaking, how to work on grammar. You have these many questions in your head and you get different suggestions from different people, am I right? And LSRW is the most famous tip that you get from many legends, as in reading, listening, writing and speaking. But the question arises, are you really improving? If your goal was to become fluent at it, if you wanted to become fluent in English, so have you really become? Are you on the way? I can't say that, oh, you wanted to become fluent at English and now you are fluent. You know, there could not be really a point from where you commenced it and now this is the end point where you can call yourself fluent, because it's a process and you cannot exactly judge the starting point and the ending point. I believe in this fact. But now if you think that it's not improving, if you think that the goal you had started it with, it's not fulfilling, you are not achieving it, it's not accomplishing, then somewhere you are lacking. In this video, I'll be addressing the issues that you guys actually face and I'll let you know where you are actually going wrong, what could be the right way as per your level, what are the methods you should actually apply, you should actually implement or inculcate in your life, and the things that you have to avoid. The tips that you may hear from different people, but still I say that you have to avoid it, and this varies according to your level, as I say. So the tips or the tricks or the strategy that I say for beginner level, this may not work in a same manner for the intermediate level too. Or whatever I say for the upper intermediate level, this is definitely not going to work for the beginner one, right? So you have to first analyze the level, and that's why I always say one size fit for all cannot be the case here, and it's extremely crucial to know your level, that what level you are at. Now what do I mean by level? See, we have 6 levels and 2 of them we are not going to consider anyway, that is advanced and mastery, because if you were at C1 and C2 level, you wouldn't be watching this video, right? And I think I should be using some of the Hindi terms also so that you can understand it better. And if I'm speaking fast, so you guys don't let me know in the comment section, right, that what do you exactly expect from me. So I usually follow the pace the way I always do. Okay, anyways, come back to the main point. तो आप बिगिनर लेवल में हो, इंटरमीडिएट फर्स्ट बेसिक आता है, फिर अबव बेसिक विच वी कॉल एज द बिगिनर एंड द अबव बेसिक, फिर हमारा इंटरमीडिएट आता है एंड देन एडवांस्ड एंड मास्टरी. A1 A2 हम कहते हैं बेसिक और above basic को. See, you can watch this video. I think I have made a detailed video in the past probably 3 to 4 months ago I made, I don't remember, so you can watch that. There is a detailed video in this level वाला part. तो A1 A2 हमारा basic above basic होता है, फिर intermediate above intermediate होता है, upper intermediate होता है, that is B1 and B2. C1 और C2 हमारा advanced and mastery level होता है. Now when I say beginner, what do I mean with it? अगर आप beginner level में हो तो बिगिनर मतलब चलो बेसिक मान लेते हैं या अबव बेसिक, दोनों को मिक्स कर लेते हैं, ठीक है. उसके बाद थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे तो यू विल हैव दैट. आपको चीज़ें पता है, ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत आपको टेंस पता है. अभी सबकी इसमें भी सबकी अलग होती है ना. लेट्स सपोज कि आपकी जो ग्रामर रिटन फॉर्मेट में आपकी नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है, बिकॉज योर फादर माइट हैव टॉट यू अबाउट दिस, आपके फादर ने पढ़ाया होगा या फिर आपने स्कूल में पढ़ा होगा, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से पता है कि अरे राम ने खाना खाया, राम ने एप्पल खाया, एप्पल राम के द्वारा खाया गया. आपको ये सब डिफरेंस पता है. But the point is here that you need to ask a question from you, that what do you expect from English? English से आपकी expectation क्या है? You want to become fluent at it? आपको fluent बनना है English में, या फिर आपको grammar में अच्छी knowledge चाहिए so that you can टीच अदर पीपल टू, ताकि आप दूसरों को पढ़ा सको। आपको क्वेश्चन खुद से करना है। व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, मैं बता रही हूँ आपको, जब मैंने शुरू किया था तो आई हैड नो एक्सपेक्टेशंस फ्रॉम द ग्रामर एंड ऑल। आई मीन आई नेवर न्यू दैट आई कुड एक्चुअली स्टार्ट टीचिंग दिस वे। मुझे नहीं पता था कि ठीक है, अरे तान्या अभी पढ़ लो, तुम्हें आगे जाके ट्रेनर बनना है एंड यू विल बी टीचिंग दिस टू अदर्स। नो, इंग्लिश trainer was never my plan. It was not in my bucket list ever, but it happened again. Okay, leave it again. I will go to my personal life otherwise. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको एक टीचर बनना है तो डेफिनेटली ग्रामर की डेप्थ तक जाना इज़ योर ड्यूटी। बट अगर आपको सिर्फ फ्लुएंसी हासिल करनी है, यू आर इन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड, यू फील अशेम्ड, आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता है, व्हेन पीपल स्पीक एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू स्पीक, तो यू आर नॉट फीलिंग गुड अबाउट इट, तो उस केस में सिर्फ आपको फ्लुएंसी चाहिए। और फ्लुएंसी के लिए क्या करना है, आई एम टेलिंग यू नाउ, वट एवर आई एम गोइंग टू स्पीक दिस इज ओनली फॉर बेसिक एंड अबव बेसिक के लिए है, ठीक है, मतलब बिगिनर लेवल के लिए। A1 और A2 के लिए मैं जो भी स्ट्रैटेजी टिप्स बताने वाली हूँ ये उनके लिए है। और उस लिस्ट में भी वेदर ऑल ऑफ देम विल वर्क फॉर यू और इट विल नॉट वर्क फॉर यू, you have to again analyze that these strategies will work, make a tick mark, these strategies will not work, make a cross mark, because what I am going to say, it's not necessary that all of them will work for you. Okay, so you have to reject and accept accordingly, because you know yourself better than anyone else does. Okay, now point number 1, you are at basic level, you just have to first collect some necessary words. क्योंकि मैंने देखा है जब when I take sessions और मैं ऐसे normal sentences उन्हें translate करने के लिए दे रही हूँ, या फिर वो कहते हो ना, बच्चे ने मुझे परेशान किया, the kid bothered me today, तो उनको परेशान की मतलब नहीं पता और ये एक चीज़ है जो छोटे छोटे वर्ड्स आपको कलेक्ट करने होते हैं, पर उसे करना कहाँ से है? तो द फर्स्ट टिप इज लिसन एंड repeat and practice. Listen, just make a chart like this, okay? Listen, repeat, practice. Listen, repeat, practice. ये आपका की है if you are at beginner level in English language. यही आपका मूल मंत्र या गुरु मंत्र, whatever you call it, यही है जो है, और यही चीज़ है जो आपको that can take you to the next level. अब इसे करना कैसे है? लिसनिंग के लिए मैंने बोला आपको छोटे छोटे नॉर्मल और जो डेली यूज्ड वर्ड्स है दैट यू नीड टू कलेक्ट। ये कैसे होगा? यू आर वॉचिंग समथिंग सिंपल, यू आर वॉचिंग अ कॉन्वर्जेशनल वीडियो। अगर आपके पास इन्वायरमेंट नहीं है, अगर आप लोगों को नहीं सुन पा रहे हैं कि अच्छा लोग कैसे कैसे वर्ड्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, दैट आई एम हैविंग माई डिनर राइट नाउ, तो ये सब फ्रेजेस है, ठीक है, लेकिन इसको यूज़ तो करना है, बेसिक में भी हो तो यू हैव टू यूज़ इट। और कोई भी ऐसे छोटे छोटे वर्ड्स होते हैं, अरे उसने मुझे डांट दिया, ही स्कोल्डेड मी, एंड और जो भी छोटे छोटे वर्ड्स अभी मुझे तुरंत तो क्लिक नहीं करेंगे मेरे दिमाग में, तो अगर आपके पास ये छोटे वर्ड्स, स्मॉल वर्ड्स या सिंपल वर्ड्स का कलेक्शन नहीं है, तो यू नीड टू वॉच the videos where you can get simple but conversational English. Please highlight this line, simple but conversational English आपको सुननी है, और ये आ सकता है पॉडकास्ट से। दिस कैन कम फ्रॉम द एनिमेटेड स्टोरीज दैट आई हैव ऑलवेज बिन सजेस्टिंग। अब लिसन वाला पार्ट ये हो गया, ठीक है, सिंपल और कॉन्वर्जेशनल आपको चूज करना है। इफ़ यू वांट देन आई कैन गिव यू द लिंक इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स, बट एज आई ऑलवेज से कि पॉडकास्ट ठीक है, और जो जेसिका की चैनल है, फ्रॉम देयर यू कैन गेट दैट एनिमेटेड स्टोरीज और या कॉन्वर्जेशनल जो वीडियोज़ है वहाँ से आपको मिल जाती है। Now, repeat है, okay? Listen, and the second step is to repeat. What I have heard, देखिए, आपको the thing that you need to notice when you speak, the smoothness is not there. I speak one line. I woke up today, then I went to my office. Can you see there is a lot of breaks, बहुत ज़्यादा breaks है। अगर ये breaks इतनी ज़्यादा है तो इस breaks को कम करने के लिए the smoothness, how will you get the smoothness in your language is to repeat, और उसी repeat को हम क्या नाम देते हैं? shadowing and imitation का नाम देते हैं। I will speak the same line. I woke up early in the morning, then I went to my office, I enjoyed my day, or whatever you speak, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे if one person is speaking, then there will be a lot of difference when you speak the same line, because you are not able to follow the same intonation. As I said, you are not able to follow the same intonation. Can you see my pace? मैं एक pace में नहीं बोल रही हूँ that you are not able to follow the same intonation. No, you are not able to follow the same intonation. Can you see the raise in my voice, and then how am I bringing it down. दिस इंटोनेशन यू हैव टू फॉलो, और जिस भी इंसान को आप सुन रहे होते हैं उसको आपको एग्जैक्टली उसी पेस में, उसी मॉड्यूलेशन में, उसी फ्लो के साथ आपको भी उसे रिपीट करना होता है, जिसको हम शैडोइंग या इमिटेशन बोलते हैं. नकल करना ठीक है, बट इट्स लिटिल टिपिकल, पर उसको दोहराना, ठीक है. तो लिसन के बाद सेकंड स्टेप इज फॉर यू टू इज रिपीट, एंड द थर्ड स्टेप इज टू प्रैक्टिस. प्रैक्टिस का क्या मतलब है? सेम वही चीज़ प्रैक्टिस नहीं होती है. प्रैक्टिस का मतलब है कि हाउ मच एक्सपोजर डू यू हैव व्हेन यू स्पीक. आपके पास कितना एक्सपोजर है, हाउ मेनी पीपल डू यू हैव टू टॉक टू, एंड are you using the enough applications, are you using the enough sources that can make you speak in English. I repeat my line, something that can make you speak in English. आपको अपने आप को उस कंडीशन में डालना है जहाँ पे आपको इंग्लिश बोलनी पड़े. It could be with an application, it could be with a person, it could be with ChatGPT, or it could be a real person, it could be with your friend. और अगर कोई नहीं है तो record yourself just the way I am doing. आपने कभी रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया, अदरवाइज यू डोंट नो दैट द प्रॉब्लम्स द क्रिएटर्स फेस. राइट नाउ यू सी मी स्पीकिंग दिस वे, एंड डेफिनेटली आई एम नॉट टेकिंग मच कट्स बिकॉज आई एम स्पीकिंग समथिंग विच आई स्पीक एवरी डे. लेकिन फिर भी नो वन इज़ देयर टू लिसन टू यू. और ये 20 मिनट 30 मिनट लगातार बोलना इज़ रियली अ जॉब. Or no one can do this. Not everyone can do this. I'm really sorry. Not everyone can do this. सब कोई नहीं कर सकते हैं. That's why filming yourself, recording your voice, ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. And the most important thing that I've forgotten to mention here, see, any language that you need to learn, especially if you're learning this English language, the first thing you need to change in you is your mindset. एंड योर परसेप्शन. अगर देखने का नज़रिया, आपका माइंडसेट सही नहीं है तो आप इंग्लिश नहीं सीख सकते. यू कैन नॉट लर्न इंग्लिश इफ़ योर माइंडसेट इज़ नॉट द सेम वे, द वे इट डिज़र्व्स, द वे दिस लैंग्वेज डिज़र्व्स एंड इट एक्सपेक्ट्स फ्रॉम यू. अगर उतना माइंडसेट नहीं है, उस तरह का नहीं है, तो यू कैन नॉट लर्न दिस लैंग्वेज. एंड परसेप्शन ऑल्सो, नज़रिया, मतलब आपको उसको कैसे सीखना है, आप उसको कैसे अडेप्ट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नाउ व्हाई डिड आई मेंशन द वर्ड माइंडसेट हियर? बिकॉज वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एक्सपोजर ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, कि कहाँ कहाँ पे कौन कौन से ऐसे प्लेसेस है या the people you have whom you can speak in English with, जिनसे आप इंग्लिश में बात कर सके. So now mindset I said because you have to have it as a habit. I made one more video in this that English is not a language, it's a habit, and you must have the habit कि जहाँ पे भी आपको मौका मिले you have to speak every time. Now listen, it's again another guru mantra from my side that I have learned over the period of time, and I also got to know this. I learned it throughout my journey. When I started, I followed the same thing. If I ask you now to learn the simple and useful words, have a collection of it, and at the same time, if you are learning any essential grammar, the grammar part I'll be talking about later on, but अगर आप जो भी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें सीख रहे हैं तो माइंडसेट ऐसा होना चाहिए कि अगर आज मैंने शुड और कुड सीखा है, आज अगर मैंने 2 वर्ड्स, मुझे नॉर्मल 2 वर्ड्स याद थे ना, स्कोल्ड और बॉदर, तो अगर आज ये मैंने 2 स्कोल्ड और बॉदर, शुड और कुड के यूज़ सीखे हैं, देन माई माइंडसेट इज़ दैट आई विल यूज़ इट विद इन 2 days विद एनी बडी इन एनी कॉन्वर्जेशन. मैं ये 4 चीज़ों को यूज़ करूँगा या करूँगी. दिस शुड बी योर mindset, and that's why I say that English is not a language, it's more of a habit. Okay, now mindset, what do I mean again is ki you cannot stop working. Suppose if you're not getting people, if you're not getting enough exposure, then you cannot stop this routine. अरे हर पल वो चीज़ दिमाग में होनी चाहिए कि अगर मैं हिंदी बोल रही हूँ, if I'm speaking Hindi, then the same way anywhere I get chance, even if I don't get anybody, but I'll speak to myself in English. एंड इट्स नॉट कि बहुत लोग समझते हैं ना कि अरे इंग्लिश के साथ सोना है, इंग्लिश के साथ उठना है, यू हैव टू बिकम अ ल्यूनेटिक पर्सन, यू हैव टू बिकम ल्यूनेटिक अबाउट, मतलब तो पागलों की तरह बिहेव करना है इंग्लिश पे. नहीं, जस्ट ट्रीट इट नॉर्मल, जस्ट नॉर्मलाइज दिस इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, एंड द डे यू नॉर्मलाइज दिस लैंग्वेज, that's the time you actually start to learn. पहले इसको तो normalize करना हमें सीखना है कि it's not a big deal, it's not a rocket science, it's not something कि हमें ये नहीं मिल सकती है, it's just a language. And don't think कि I'm motivating you, but I'm actually telling you the fact. You just have to believe कि चीज़ें deliver करनी है, and with a warm smile. कभी कभी क्या होता है that when you don't have the confidence नहीं होता है तो no matter who is there in front of you, you won't be able to speak. तो confidence लाने के लिए you have to treat people with the generosity should be there, the courteous behavior should be there, the politeness should be there, and of course a warm smile. क्योंकि वो warm smile, वो politeness, वो generosity, जो उदारता होती है ना, all these things give you confidence. और जब वो confidence आता है तो even if you speak wrong, you know that the other person will accept your mistakes. That's all. Now, as I talked about grammar की मैं उसको grammar को लूँगी. So in grammar, you know, there is a term grammar made easy. Grammar में you don't have to do all the things, especially when you are at basic level. Okay, let me tell you that if you are at beginner level, then the grammar parts or the sections that you need to consider always starts with the verb forms. Let me give you a brief part of it. Okay, तो verb form से हमेशा शुरू करना होता है. And when I say verb form means V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. और थोड़ी सी इसके अराउंड की स्टोरी जाननी है हमें कि V1 को कहाँ कहाँ लगाते हैं, V2 को कहाँ लगाते हैं, V3, V4, V5 को कहाँ कहाँ पे यूज़ करते हैं. थोड़ा सा जानना है. ओके, जस्ट 50% यू नीड टू नो. एंड देन उसके बाद 100% कब होगा? व्हेन यू स्टार्ट विद अ टेंस. ये V1 से लेके V5 को हम टेंसेज में कैसे यूज़ करते हैं. मीन्स टेंसेज में से भी कहाँ तक? प्रेजेंट, सिंपल प्रेजेंट, प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, देन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट एंड प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. फिर सेम हमारा पास्ट में सिंपल पास्ट, पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस, पास्ट परफेक्ट एंड द पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. फ्यूचर में हमें सिर्फ दो अभी जानने की ज़रूरत है, सिंपल फ्यूचर एंड द फ्यूचर कंटिन्यूअस. उसके बाद अभी आपको यू डोंट नीड टू नो, अभी जानने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, इससे काम हमारा हो जाएगा. तो ये हमारे 8-10 जो हमारे टेंस है, 10 टेंस है, उसको हमें V1 से लेके V5 तक कनेक्ट करना है. ठीक है, मैं सिर्फ ग्रामर पोर्शन की अभी थोड़ा सा टिपिकली आई एम गोइंग. उसके बाद यू डायरेक्टली नीड टू जंप इनटू द मॉडल वर्ब. फिर समझना है कि शुड क्या है, यूज़ कैसे करते हैं, कुड क्या है, यूज़ कैसे करते हैं, देन वुड थोड़ा सा, विल तो फ्यूचर में कवर हो गया. देन मे, माइट का थोड़ा डिफरेंस जानना है और मस्ट जानना है. ये मॉडल वर्ब्स यू नीड टू कंप्लीट एंड दैट्स ऑल. इट्स जस्ट वेरी वेरी सफिशिएंट, very much adequate to speak a normal yet very attractive and basic English, whatever you call it, a decent English. It's absolutely sufficient to speak a decent English. बस आपको इतना करना है. Let me now conclude कि आपका टारगेट होना चाहिए अगर आप बेसिक लेवल में हो तो that is listen, repeat and practice. और थोड़ा सा एसेंशियल ग्रामर आप अपने चार्ट में मेक अ चार्ट लाइक दिस. लिसन, रिपीट, प्रैक्टिस एंड इन द मिडल जस्ट यू राइट एसेंशियल ग्रामर and focus on correctness, a little bit of that. Okay, now let's talk about the intermediate to upper intermediate level. Now this is the last one, okay, because I'm anyways not going to talk about the advanced level and mastery level because not needed. Upper intermediate to upper intermediate, you have to focus on more of first. The first check you have to make is make a tick mark is that whether you are making more mistakes in grammar or you are making just somewhere at just a few areas or at some places you are making mistakes. So consider your weak areas and write it separately that these are my weak areas. These are the grammatical parts that I often make mistakes. This is your weak area, and you don't need to write your plus points because your plus points, it will anyways be visible. Just write your weak areas. Now you have written your weak areas, you have to work on it. Whether it's related to vocabulary or it's related to grammar, you have to work on it. You have to first analyze your weak areas. Now second number is that you have to focus again more and more on listening. I do focus on listening part the most because listening practice is kind of an input for you, and if you don't have the input here, then how will you bring that output? When you are at intermediate level, you have to work on your overall communication. It's not that you are speaking this English language, you are speaking. And the speech must sound productive, the speech must sound mesmerizing, it must be attractive and the meaningful one. And for that, you have to get as many inputs as you can. For that, you have to listen a lot. Now, what would you be listening to? You would be listening to some people, the English that you like from someone. It could be any celebrity, it could be anyone you think his or her English is good enough to watch. And here I'm not going to suggest you anything, because if you're at intermediate level, you know whom you have to watch. Okay, and it's not that podcast cannot come, because in case of podcast also you have different levels. For beginner, different podcasts would be there. For advanced level, you will have different podcasts. Okay, but always watch a podcast which is higher than your level. Do not go and start watching basic one. Okay, it's your choice. I'm not going to comment anything here, but you have to focus on your input part. That means listening practice you have to do as much as you can. Now apart okay, now talking about the vocabulary part, so you have to now focus on more on phrasal verbs, the idiomatic expressions, and advanced vocabulary. Of course, you have to focus on some, you need to replace some simple terms with the advanced term or heavy words that I call, in my just funny language I call it. Now you have to focus on idiomatic expressions. If I say that I cannot tolerate your behavior, the same way I can also say that I cannot put up with your behavior anymore. So this put up with, this is a phrasal verb, and this is how you start speaking in idiomatic way. Now you say that, oh, I need to do all my tasks, I have set a to-do list and I need to work on it. You can rather say, I like staying on top of my work, and this means that you want to do your work on time, the whatever the set or to-do list that you have set for yourself. As you are at intermediate level, you must try conversing with the people who speak a better English than you. You can try joining some courses where you may have a trainer who can guide you, of course, and you can again analyze where you are standing at the moment. Because if you are already at intermediate level and upper intermediate level, you may not find advanced speaker around you. You have to search them, and for that I would suggest you that joining a community, joining Toastmaster, as I always give the suggestion of Toastmaster. Okay, joining any talking club or joining courses would help you a lot, because now you are at your refining stage, you are at your polishing stage. You need to polish your English and you need to refine it. For that you need someone who can guide you in a proper direction, and if you do not want to take anybody's help, then also it's fine. You have the videos, of course, for free, but this is boring, because someone is already at intermediate or upper intermediate level. They think that, oh, I'm good enough, I do not want to proceed further, because you see some basic level speakers around you and you think that you are the king among them. But no, if you want to become a better speaker, then you have to talk to the people who are better at it, better than you in the first place. Let me conclude now for intermediate level. As I said that you need to analyze your weak areas, your weak points you need to analyze, so that you won't be repeating. In fact, you would be working on it. Analyze your weak points. Okay, now the second step, as I said, that the part that I emphasized more is or was idiomatic expressions, because idiomatic expressions, phrasal verbs, and some good verbs are something that sets you apart from others. How can I recognize you in an advanced level? How can I recognize you in an upper intermediate level if you're not using some good words, if you're not using phrasal verbs, if you're not using idiomatic expressions? Then I cannot consider you that you are at a good level. For that you have, you are supposed to speak something different from others, and different doesn't mean that you are speaking an English, you are speaking a language that no one is able to understand. This is not a good behavior, and you must adapt to the flexibility here. What do I mean? Some people, I have seen some people, when they reach to a good level, when they achieve that level they always wanted to, or they had the desire of, when they have a good collection of idiomatic expressions, phrasal verbs, and they are highly comfortable with it, then they do not want to go to that level again. That means they do not want to put themselves in other shoes. If you are speaking to a person who is not able to understand that idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs, then you have to come down. You have to again reach that basic level in order to understand your words to other people. You have to make them understand by adapting to that basic level. Again, you must have that flexibility to change whenever you want. You must not be arrogant about it. Okay, now I don't know who is really watching this video and what level you are at, so I'm speaking what do I want to speak. Now you won't start judging me that I'm using the things or am I using it faster. You have the subtitles. See, the person who makes video, it's very difficult for them to catch the pace, to use or choose to select the words that will be understandable to everybody. So you cannot judge me here at this moment, but for you I'm saying that you must have that adaptability. Okay, that's all I wanted to say in this video. I hope it will help you a lot. But before I leave, I want to conclude again, irrespective of the level, you must have to adapt to few things. And what are those? Never ever stop learning. I mean, whether it's words, phrases, idioms, idiomatic expression, whatever it is, you have to be like a hungry king, a hungry lion. I would say that whenever you get it, you just have to hop on, you have to jump on that. Whenever you get anything new, always keep on learning. The second thing is, never ever skip the opportunity to speak. Wherever you are getting, you should be hungry about these opportunities. Okay, you, whenever you are getting it as a person, you are getting someone or anything that you are getting. And the most important thing that I always focus is on filming yourself. Right now I'm filming myself. Okay, whatever I'm speaking right now, I'll be able to watch myself while editing this video. So filming yourself, keep on learning and listen more and more in order to make it an input of yours, and you will be able to produce output. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Now see you soon in the next video. Until then, bye bye.